Grace was known in the village for her beauty and strength. Every morning, people saw her walking tall, firewood balanced on her head, beads shining on her neck, her wrapper tied neatly around her waist. She was young, proud, and full of plans for her own life. That morning, the sun was already hot when Grace stepped onto the dusty path that led to the forest. As she walked, she met Ada, a girl her age. Ada's clothes were torn, and her feet were dusty. She looked tired and hungry. "Grace," Ada called softly, "please help me carry this load. My hands are weak today." Grace looked at Ada from head to toe. She frowned. "I am in a hurry," Grace replied. "If I stop for everyone, I will never reach home. Find someone else." Ada tried to speak again, but Grace had already walked past her. Ada stood there, holding her load alone, her eyes filled with shame and pain. Grace felt a small pinch in her chest, but ignored it. Everyone has their own problems, she told herself. She continued walking. A few steps later, Grace met an old woman by the roadside. The woman's back was bent like a dry branch. Her wrapper was old and faded. She carried a small bundle of firewood, but even that little weight made her hands shake. The old woman smiled when she saw Grace. "My daughter," she said gently, "please help me. My legs are weak, and the sun is strong today." Grace stopped. She looked at the old woman's face, wrinkled, tired, yet kind. She remembered her own late grandmother, who used to tell her stories by the fire at night. Without thinking twice, Grace bent down. "Give it to me, Mama," she said. "I will carry it for you." The old woman's eyes widened in surprise. "May your kindness speak for you where your voice cannot," the woman said as Grace lifted the bundle. They walked together slowly. The old woman asked Grace about her life. Grace talked about her dreams, her struggles, and how hard life was becoming. When they reached the old woman's hut, the woman turned to Grace and held her hand. "You have a good heart," she said. "But remember this, kindness should not choose faces." Grace smiled, thanked her, and turned to leave. As she walked away, something strange happened. She saw Ada again, this time sitting under a tree, crying. Her load had fallen, and some of her firewood had scattered on the ground. Grace stopped. The old woman's words echoed in her mind. Kindness should not choose faces. Slowly, Grace turned back. "Ada," she called. Ada looked up, surprised. "I am sorry," Grace said quietly. "I should not have passed you earlier. Let me help you." Grace picked up the firewood and helped Ada carry it. Ada did not speak at first. Then tears rolled down her cheeks. "Thank you," Ada whispered. "I thought I was invisible." Grace felt her heart grow heavy. That day, Grace learned a lesson deeper than strength or beauty. She learned that helping only when it feels comfortable is not true kindness. True kindness sees everyone, the young and the old, the strong and the weak, the proud and the broken. From that day on, Grace became known not just for what she carried on her head, but for what she carried in her heart, and the village was better for it. Yellow Heart, if this story touched your heart, follow for more stories like this. Like, share, and let kindness live on through you.